Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm glad to have you join us on this channel again. Once again, my name is Akinwale, and welcome to the in-depth experience. I would love to share with you today a very exciting topic. How would you feel if you are able to learn more about how you can enter into the space industry, some of the things you can specialize in, what are the career opportunities that we have in the space industry today. I'm gonna run you to 10 career opportunities that I feel like if you're just getting started, you can look into, figure out which one suits you the best, which one you can apply for, which one you can get yourself trained for, and go ahead and just explore the world. So this is a journey to your dream, to achieve your goals, to realize your dreams, to get yourself started in the space industry. And I want to tell you that these 10, it's not limited to these 10, but this one I believe are very, very important, career opportunities that if you know how to do any of these 10, you will always have a job in the space industry, in the future of the space industry. Currently, you will get a job, and also for the future. If you are trained in any of these 10 career opportunities, 10 career opportunities, you will always have a job. So let's get into it, right into it. Okay, so a brief introduction, right? I just want to let you know that the space industry is for everybody. The space industry is all inclusive. The space industry has a whole lot of sector. There are so many career opportunities that you can explore in the space industry. It is not limited to either science or tech. No, it does not matter. No matter what your background is, you can explore different skills, different opportunities in the space industry. And there are different career opportunities. There are different companies that require different skills based on what they are trying to do. So this is not like all innuendo. Everything is all about these 10 career opportunities. There are more, and definitely I will do more videos on more career opportunities outside of these 10 that I'm gonna give to you. But I want you to go with me on these 10. So the first one I'll be talking about is the satellite system engineer. Now, this is a very unique role. A satellite system engineer is somebody that is used, within the space industry, because the space industry is more or less majority of what we do in the space industry revolve around satellites, right? And that is why we need satellite systems engineers, because they are the one that design the satellite systems, they design and they develop the satellite systems. So if you are looking to work with satellites, work with different payloads, there are different satellites that are out there today. We have spy satellites, we have communication satellites, we have navigation satellites, we have Earth observation satellites, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So if you are looking forward to working with different satellite systems, different payloads, we have nano satellite, we have rovers, we have different types of payloads. There are satellite system engineers that work on these systems. Excuse me. And that is majorly the job role. And what is the description that we have out there in the market at the moment? So they design as a satellite systems engineer. You have to be able to design a satellite system. You have to be able to work with if you're working with a group, to be able to develop, to test the satellite, because you have to test it to make sure that it is every part of the system is according to the required specifications, and then they do all these things to make sure they are able to function also in space, because it is very cold. So you're able to function from hot to cold regions and different terrains. So those are some of the basic job description of a satellite systems engineer. And then what are the major responsibilities also? Like I already said, you would have to design satellite systems, which is a very, very cool thing. I mean, who doesn't want to work with satellites, Then you have to conduct testing, you have to conduct validation of the satellite system. You have to collaborate with other teams. This is where the power of working with other teams. You have to be a team player. You're not just working alone. Satellite systems engineer don't just work alone. Just like it says, you're a system person. you're a team person, so you have to be able to build your interrelational work skills, to be able to communicate, to work with other people. You know, sometimes on the job, people will not always, you know, relate to you the best way you want them to relate with, because different jobs have different people. We have different people all around the world, but you have to be able to know how to work with other people. And what are the major required skills? Now, it is not too much of a advanced skills required. It is though a specialized skill required. Definitely you need to have your bachelor's degree and or any higher degree in anything around aerospace, electrical, electronics, mechanical engineer, anything around that. Maybe physics, even if you did physics or anything around that. Applied engineering, even applied mathematics. So far, you know how to code and how to do, some programming and things like that. You will fit in well into this. If you have some engineering background, it's an additional plus. So if this seems like something that you feel like, okay, you fit into, there are so many job applications that you can get with this with this skill. There are so many space companies that are always hiring, always hiring. We have SpaceX, we have Boeing. These are just U.S. companies, but you have companies outside of the U.S. also, even in European Space Agency. If you're in Europe, in Asia, I'm sure you have China, Japan, and so many other countries, and Africa also. Things are developing gradually, so we definitely need satellite systems engineer. And if you're a startup, these are some of the things you might want to look into getting the satellite systems engineer, because you will definitely need it. If you want to build satellites, you need a satellite systems engineer. Now let's go to the second one real quick. this one, which is the astrophysics. So astrophysicist, uh, bear with me before I take my teeth out. So what are the major job roles for an astrophysicist? Is that you have to be able to, conduct research on celestial bodies. You are dealing with astronomy, so to speak, but you have to be able to have the enthusiasm in the space sector, be able to operate on cosmic processes to expand your our understanding of the universe. Now we've retired the Hubble telescope. Now we have the James Webb telescope, which is giving us better images, better quality images, even farther distance images. So we need astrophysicists in the field. Majority of the people that need astrophysicists, I would say this: researchers, space agencies, you have universities. So in this type of job description is a little bit different because you're looking into organizations that are more invested in research for humankind. Part of the description is you're able to study the properties and behavior of celestial objects and phenomena, often using telescopes. That's the major material you will be using: telescopes, computer simulations, definitely. Your responsibility will be to analyze astronomical data. There's a lot of data that will be collected, like I was saying, images, a lot of data that will be collected to make discoveries. You're trying to discover new life, discover new planets, discover new galaxies, new stars, so many things. We are still looking for more and more and more information about our universe. So that is part of what an astrophysicist does. You have to be able to develop and test theories about the universe, publish research. You have to be able to write your research. You have to learn how to write your research into scientific journals. And your required skills, it is always good for you to have PhD, especially in astrophysics. PhD is always good. So if you want to start, definitely there are universities and agencies that will take you. You might come in as a low paid person or as a research assistant, and then you begin to work towards getting your PhD. But this is more technical and more academic in a way. So PhD is a great plus, but it does not. That is not a limiting factor. Even if you don't have your PhD, you can still go ahead and apply to some of these jobs. If you already did your first degree in astrophysics, so you need to be able to have strong analytical or mathematical skills, and then you need to be able to work on data analysis tools. So if you're not someone that likes data, working with data, analyzing data, this might not be the best for you. But if you have an enthusiasm for working with data, I want you to check out astrophysicist. All right, the next one is a spacecraft mechanic, a spacecraft technician. So you can become a spacecraft mechanic or technician, and then this is a very, very, good part of space, the space industry as a whole. Because the thing is this, many people think, as the rockets are launched, it's just the engineers that have done the work and then the scientists that have done the work. Yes, they've done a part, but the technicians and the mechanics do a huge part of all these missions. They are welding parts, they are joining parts, they are making sure springs and balances and things are make the mechanical part is working well. Technicians, electrical technicians, mechanical technicians, they are there doing a lot of major work along these processes. So if you have skills, you have hands-on skills, you're able to assemble stuff, test, maintain spacecraft components, systems, ensure they function properly. This is the job role. And what are the descriptions? Like spacecraft mechanics and technicians, they work hands-on. You have to be an hands-on person. You have to be able to build, to test, to repair, to maintain components of spacecraft. Those are major. You have to be a hands-on person, ready to get your hands dirty. You have to, what are the major responsibilities? You have to assemble, integrate spacecraft subsystems, perform tests, inspections to ensure quality, troubleshoot, repair mechanical issues. And what are the major required skills you might need? And qualifications, definitely technical. You don't really need a first degree, you don't need a bachelor's, you just need your technical degree. Certifications that help you, that just gives you credibility that, okay, they can say, okay, you know it, but you are certified. And then it gives you a better backup. Hands-on experience with tools and equipment is a must. And then you have to be able to pay attention to details. You have to have mechanical skills. You have to have problem-solving skills. And there are jobs out there. Even if you don't want to stay in the aerospace industry, there are always jobs for mechanics and technicians. Always. In this industry, always. All right, I go to the next one. Satellite data scientist. Now, this is more of a scientific role. And what is the job role? Is to analyze, interpret data collected from satellites. So to derive insight from various applications like climate monitoring and resource management. Excuse me. So you're working with data, analyzing data. The data have been collected daily, like we have tons and tons and tons of data collected daily. So you are working with data, you are analyzing data. And what is the description? Satellite data scientists process and analyze satellite data. We want to be able to apply the data, extract meaningful information, extract trends, be able to create charts, to do statistics, work with statistics. The responsibility is to clean and pre-process satellite data, apply data analysis and machine learning techniques, communicate what your findings are and insights to the necessary stakeholders, because you need to be able to infer decisions from the data analysis, that whatever data analysis process that you make. And what are the required skills? The required skills, you need anything around data science, whether it's a first degree or a second degree. Data analysis tools, you need Python, you need R, C++, so many ones out there. Strong statistical and analytical, background. And then you have a lot of Earth observation organizations. You have NOAA, you have ESA, you have them according to, even in Nigeria, we have the Center for Atmospheric Research. You have so many research agencies all around the world. Universities, research companies, government bodies, even policy makers also need data analysis. So there is always going to be job for satellite data scientists. Now let's go to the next one. We have the launch operations manager, which is a very unique role also in the space industry, because this is for logistics. The launch operation manager is for logistics as regards rocket launching, safety, from preparations to mission go and successful mission execution. it's all logistics. The launch operation manager is all about logistics. So if you're someone that is very good at logistics, you have background in logistics, what are the job description? Launch operation managers coordinate the activities leading up to the rocket launching, ensuring all aspects are planned and executed smoothly. You have to be able to work with a team, be able to communicate better, communicate clearly. Don't say A is B and B is C. Communicate clearly. Make sure each and every team has done its job before the rocket is launched. Once it is launched, you have no control. You know, coordinate launch logistics, including fueling, payload integration, satellite integration, so many things like that. Ensure compliance with safety protocols and regulations. You did launch readiness reviews and resolve issues. So what are the required skills and qualifications? Majorly, you have aerospace and mechanical engineering degree, anything around that. Even if you have a logistic degree, it's not a bad thing. But you need aerospace and mechanical engineering degree so that you understand the systems. You know, strong project management skills, which is very, very much needed. Knowledge of launch procedures and safety protocols. You need to be able to know these safety protocols like the back of your hand, because you don't want to be doing stuff that, you know, put your launch at jeopardy. It's billions of dollars involved. Okay. A marketing department. So the space policy, the job roles, you promote, you sell space related products, you sell space related services. We have products like satellite imagery, launch services, space tourism, and so forth, and so many more like that. What are the job descriptions? You have to have sales background, marketing background, to drive business growth, promoting, selling, space related services and products to various markets. What are the major responsibilities? Develop marketing strategies and campaigns, build and maintain client relationships, negotiate contracts and agreements, required skills and qualification, marketing, business or related degrees, strong communication and negotiation skills, knowledge of the space industry, products and services, potential employees. You have satellite imaging companies, you have launch service providers, space tourism companies, and so forth, and so many companies out there. Cloud computing companies need salespeople. Now I'm going to end this. This is my last one for today. Space educators, outreach specialists. Now the thing is, we all want to be able to communicate space to the public, let people know about space, let people be able to be educated about space, reach out to the people that are not really, space savvy. And the job role is to educate the public, students about space science and exploration through workshop presentations and educational programs. What are the major descriptions to be a space educator? Inspire the next generation of space enthusiasts by delivering engaging and informative educational content. Responsibilities: develop educational materials and programs, conduct workshop, presentation, demonstrations, collaborate with schools and community organizations. They require skills. Just have good communication skills, education skills. You're educated, you have your degree, strong presentation and communication skills, passion for space exploration and education. So potential employers, you can work with scientific museums, you can work with educational institutions, you can work with science centers, there are non-profit, you can even work with companies that are trying to build their brand. You can be a space outreach specialist for them to bridge that gap between the company and the society. So these are 10 unique opportunities that you can pivot into, no matter what you are doing right now, no matter which sector you are doing, whether you are in IT, you are an student, you're a lawyer, it doesn't matter, you're a medical person, you can pivot into this 10 opportunity that I've shared with you. If this has helped you in any way, you've learned one or two things by going over these, please kindly connect with me on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, or send me an email directly. I'll be happy to reach out to you, respond to you. Till we see you again in the next video, I say peace. Thank you.